Yesterday we have seen regarding the process, like how the work starts actually. For role, how should we gather the requirement? I said there is something called as a role matrix. We gather, there are different types of roles like technical roles and functional roles. And today we'll see the actual process, what is there to be. Okay, so role creation or modification process. It is one and the same, just a slight modification we have. So these are the three-step process you can say. First step is change request form has to be filled by the respective technical team. Change request form has to be filled by the respective technical team. So technical team, for example, again going back to this example, sales team. So I told that there will be two teams, one sitting in the IT company office, and the other person sitting actual end user place. So these people will talk to the actual technical guy of our IT company, and these technical guy will talk to us regarding the roles and other information. Okay, so that is what. So the technical team means I'm talking about the 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 team sitting in the IT company. They are for the sales technical team, so they will interact with us regarding the requirement given by the end user, and they have to fill the access form, that is nothing but called as change request form, has to be filled regarding requirement, what all T codes they needed, if at all they changes any needed, if already role is existing, again the same request is submitted, only by what T codes need to be added into the request. So then that has to be approved by something called as the CAB. So approval has to be taken. So CAB stands for Change Advisory Board. Change Advisory Board is nothing but it is a group of SAP architects. SAP architects means you can see security architect, basis architect, and other many architects are there. So all the architects of all the teams sit in this meeting, and then they decide whether the request submitted by the above technical team is to be processed or not. Okay, so that is called as a CAB, Change Advisory Board. In different companies, they call with a different names. These approvals will be called as a different names. So it is not necessarily CAB, CAB. It could be something else called as according to the local team name what they are using. And once it is approved, that request comes to security to us, and then we start creating the roles or we start modifying the roles. Okay, so basically security will come to know about the change request only when it is approved. Till then we are not even sure of how many requests have been submitted, etc. Okay, so there will be so many requests submitted by technical teams. We will be getting only few requests approved to us, and those requests will be processed by us and creating the roles and this. So this entire process, whatever I've discussed so far, this can be in two. The above process can be of two ways. So one is manual process, or the second one is automated. So automated process can be taken care through using tools, some tools. So the most important tool which they use in SAP is one of the tools, Solman. So Solman is used for automation of this process. Especially in Solman, we have the concept of CHARM. So we call this as CHARM. So CHARM stands for, CH stands for change, A stands for access request management. Change access request management. This is what I told you. Change request. Change access request management. Okay, so Solomon will be used for different purposes actually, but in reality we use only for the role creation process, role approval process only, that is called as CHA. It has other purposes also, Solomon. It also acts as a ticketing tool, etc., etc., so many things. But here in our case we will be using it only for the change request to charm purpose, right? So this is the T code which we are going to use now, PFCG, which stands for profile generator. The reason I told you yesterday, we have discussed why we call it as a profile generator. In the role concept we are going to generate the role after creation of the role, so that's why it is called as a profile generator. Let us go to the first role naming convention. We have something related to just like user ID. User ID length is maximum 12 characters, and then user ID length is maximum 12 characters. Or the naming convention we discussed, like it could be a combination of first name and last name. So such things. Okay. So same restrictions also apply to same what you say, same rules and regulations also apply to the role as well. Like a role naming convention, role length, it is 30 characters maximum, and role name should contain following data. These are the following data: role type, business process or functional module name. So what I meant to say, the role name, whatever you are trying to create, should consist of the following. That is what I'm saying. So this is an example. You can check this example here. So here you can see it is starting with X. X means I have written here single. Then HR, and then followed by personal admin, and then followed by BMW. So here personal admin is the subcategory, like within the, it is a sub process within the HR module. So as I mentioned above, the role should contain the following things. One is the type of role type, business process. So HR is nothing but business process, and sub process under HR. What is a sub process name? Like personal administration, personal admin, PA. And within FI, if it is FI, if FI is the business process name, then you will have APGL. So every business process or a module is again subdivided into something called as a sub processes. Okay, so that sub process name you have to mention in that particular business process, and then followed by your business name or your client name, extra information, whatever you can note down. So let us say now this role I will be taking now. Let us create this type of role, this role. Or we have to create, let me see in systems what role we have to create. That depends on the system, because all T codes and do not exist in all the systems. Okay, I am logging into BI system. Right, so the T code is PFCG. Sorry, after entering into PFCG, this is the main thing.